Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome if you're new. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get right into today's video. So for today's video, we're just gonna go ahead and jump right into my nails. As you guys see, I've already applied my peel off base, which is why my nails are shiny. Also, I've already picked out my nail tips, and usually I would use my Crafts by 9 3XL nails, but today I'm going to be using my not polished XXL tips. They are square and they have a C curve, which is why I don't use these as often as I would like to, because they have a really deep C curve, and for me, C curve nail tips are so intimidating in a way. I feel like it would be super challenging to apply them to like the sides and keep it all straight. But these nail tips are good quality, so if you are into C curve nail tips, I feel like these would be a great option for you to try out. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and apply these tips to my nails using my Kiara Sky Stick It Nail Glue. Also, before we get too far into today's video, I did want to ask you guys, what do you think about the new intro? I made it like a few days ago, and I haven't had a chance to ask you guys about it in my last two videos because I had already like recorded those voiceovers. So let me know what you think. I feel like I'm always constantly wanting to change it because I just get tired of it after a while, but I may stick with this one for a little bit longer, although I may end up changing it again. But yeah, just let me know what you think about it down below. So back to the nails. Now that I have all of my nails applied, I'm gonna cut them down a little bit. I always cut my thumb down a little bit shorter than the rest of my nails, and for the rest I'm just gonna clip off the numbers at the most, because I still want these to be long but not super long. And here's how the nails are looking. So for today's application, I'm going to be using this nail house acrylic, and this color is called Gemini. It's such a beautiful light color, and I actually had purchased a lot of these acrylics from Nail House. I believe it was like her cover collection and a few extras, because I saw them on Instagram and I just couldn't resist. But they have been sitting a while, and just a few weeks ago I did the unboxing because I had plans to use them like earlier, but I ended up putting more videos on top of it, so I haven't been able to get that video out. But yeah, I do have a lot more colors from Nail House, and I did pick this one today because for the nails I'm gonna do, I feel like this would be such a pretty base, and I just kind of already had it in my mind on how I wanted it to look, so I feel like this would be a really nice base. So I'm just going to be doing this color over all of my nails, and I'm not really going to explain like the process or really talk too much over the application, because I kind of want to wait to explain like my thoughts and opinions on this acrylic, since it is my first time actually using it besides the swatches in my unboxing video. And plus I was kind of having trouble with the application because it is my first time using it. And then also it was kind of hot this day, if I remember correctly. I did kind of have the air on, so the temperature may have something to do with it. And it's almost as if I didn't have enough monomer into my brush for the bead, so it kept drying really quickly, which made me have to like work a little bit faster. So yeah, I'm just gonna let you guys enjoy this part. Hopefully it's not too long. I'm only gonna be showing 3 nails on camera, which I do have sped up, so it's not gonna take too long. And yeah, I'm just gonna let you guys enjoy this part until we get later in the video. And just before I go, I did just want to let you guys know that I have hit 60,000 subscribers, and I just cannot believe it. Like, that is so many of you, and it's just like still so unbelievable. I'm super happy that I have accomplished such an amazing goal, and like there's just so many of you continue to support me. Thank you so much for continue watching my videos, leaving comments, interacting with me, leaving likes. Also, whoever follows me over on Instagram, thank you so much for that. And I still know I have to do my giveaway. Trust me, I haven't forgot about it. And also I do have another giveaway that's coming up that's in the works, so stay tuned for that if you want another opportunity to win a lot of cool products. And so yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that I have hit 60,000 subscribers. Thank you, each and every one of you, from the bottom of my heart. It really means a lot, and this is only possible with you guys. Believe it or not, like I would not be able to do this without you guys. So again, thank you so much, and I really do hope you guys enjoyed today's video. So this is the last nail I'm going to show on camera because it is all the same, and like I said, I was having some problems, so I didn't want you guys to just watch all of the mistakes. I did want to focus this video on like the design, which is at the end of the video. So I went ahead and finished my application, and now it's time to get into the filing part. Like I always do, I always try to show just a little bit of the filing so you can come along through the entire process. And I do file just like I always do, start underneath the nail, go on the sides, the free edge, around the cuticle, and on top of the nail to make sure everything is smoothed out. And the filing process is only going to take about 2 minutes, if not anything less. So you guys don't have to sit here and watch the entire filing part. So yeah, I'll come back once I finish all of my shaping and filing. So now we are done with the filing, and just to let you guys know, all of the products I use will be linked down below. The 5-in-1 tapered drill bit is from Too Cute Nail Supplies. It has been so helpful since I unboxed it to seal in the cuticles. But this is how the nails are looking once I finish shaping and filing. I feel like my shaping could have been a lot better. It's not as crisp as my previous nail sets, but they weren't terrible, so I just went ahead and moved the video along. And I'm going to be quickly showing you guys this new launch that Not Polished sent over to me. I did not expect this in the mail at all. I had no heads up, so when I received it, I was just so excited. And I actually did take a sneak peek, so I knew what was in here, which is why I already had the idea planned to use this. And I just didn't want to unbox it in the first part of the video just to switch some things up. But yeah, they sent over their new chrome launch, and I was so happy to see all of these. I really did love the packaging. As always, it's super cute. It has that signature red that's always on the Not Polished packaging. And don't mind me struggling trying to get this container out, but once I did have it out, this is how it looks. Like I said, super cute. And they also have the labels underneath. So this color here is called Ruby Crown. One thing I did want to mention about these, like the packaging, is if you look at it from the side, how I'm holding it here, it just looks like nothing. Like, where is the actual product? I love these containers, but I feel like it should be filled like to the bottom to the top, especially for the price. Since Not Polished products are a little bit more expensive and good quality, I feel like you should be getting a little bit more. And I know a lot of you guys can agree with me on that. So out of curiosity, once I had it open, I took a wooden stick to like stick it down just to see how deep this container actually is. And I don't know, I feel like it is a little bit deeper than I thought it was going to be. Maybe like the bottom of the package is just an illusion to, like, you know, like the fishbowl camera effect or something. Maybe that's just an illusion on the container looking like that, but I'm not sure. But one thing about chrome powder is that a little bit goes a long way, and I feel like this would last you so many years. Like, if you use chrome powder a lot, I feel like this would just last you forever. So that is one good thing about it. And yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and show you guys the colors of them, the names of them, and I do have a discount code with Not Polished. It will save you some money off your entire order. Everything will be linked down below along with these chrome powders. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and show them quickly so we can get into the rest of the video. This is the last color I'm going to be showing from this new collection. Like I said, it will be linked down below. Let me know which one is your favorite color. So for today's video, I did decide on using the Icy Girl one, which is the pink one. And for today's design, as you saw by the thumbnail and title already, I'm going to attempt to do the popular trend of the 3D chrome look. And I've been so excited to try this out. I've been seeing so many designs and they all just look so cool. So when I received these new chrome powders from Not Polish, I knew this was the perfect time to try this out. Before we get into the design, I am just going back over my nails with a buffer very quickly because I don't want this chrome powder to stick to anything else besides where I want it to go. So making sure that I do buff over the nails, just ensure that it's not going to stick elsewhere. So first, I'm going to be taking some top coat and just putting a little bit onto my nail palette. And taking a liner brush, I'm basically going to be outlining where I want the base of the chrome to be. And I do see a lot of these designs on Instagram, so there are a couple different types of 3D designs. If I remember to pop up some pictures, I will kind of show you what I'm talking about. There are different types of chrome designs. The one I'm going to be doing today is sort of like a French tip with the tips of the nails chrome with the 3D design on the outline of it. I'm not sure if you guys know what I'm talking about, but you will see in a few minutes whenever I finish this first nail. So yeah, like I said, I'm just putting some top coat wherever I want the base for my chrome to be. Once I finish applying it and filling this in, I'm gonna cure for about 15 seconds. You do want to cure enough to where it's not gonna rub off, but also you still want the top coat to be kind of sticky so that the chrome powder is able to stick and apply. So for me being able to do this, I only watched one video, and that was Nails by Vic's video. So I just kind of followed her tutorial in the steps that she did. I know it is a lot of different steps and this took a lot of work. It was very time consuming, but I only watched one video and I wasn't really sure how else to really do it, so I just followed her tutorial. And like she did in her video, I'm just gonna go ahead and rub this on to that top coat, and once I remove all of that excess, I'm gonna go over it with the top coat, going over the entire nail and curing for the full 60 seconds. I felt like this was a good idea because once we have on the 3D effect, I don't want to go over it with top coat because it's just gonna take away from the illusion of the 3D, if that makes sense. Once it gets into the creases, it's just gonna all look super thick. So I felt like adding the top coat before doing the 3D look was just perfect. So now that we have the top coat cured, I've been seeing a lot of different things being used. I actually wanted to use or purchase some of the Daily Charm solid gel, sculpting gel. I've been seeing a lot of people use that on the For You page and I really wanted to try it, but since I wanted to go ahead and get this video up, I just went with another product that I see a lot of people use. You want to use something that's going to be thick and keep its shape, so I went for some of the makartt rhinestone glue. As you can see, it's super thick. And I just went ahead and put it along the lines of that chrome part, and I felt like squeezing it out of the tube would have been the best option, honestly. But once you get down in the little dip part of that design where it curves, it just kind of went everywhere. It wasn't really defined on that line how I wanted it to be. So I end up wiping that off and I end up squeezing some of that rhinestone glue onto a nail palette, and then using a liner brush, I'm just taking that product and just flowing it over the line how I want it to be. And this way is a lot more precise, although it is taking a little bit more time. Like I said, this design was very time consuming, especially having to apply this, cure it, add on another layer, and then cure it again doing something else, just until we finish the entire design. That's basically how I'm going to be doing it. And also one thing about this, I feel like with the brush it wasn't as 3D, so for some parts I did have to cure it and then go back over it again just to kind of build it up a little bit like I did there. I went ahead and cured it for a little bit. Now I'm going back over it using more product just to build up that 3D look. Once I build this up enough, I did go ahead and cure that for about 15 to 20 seconds, making sure it was still kind of sticky so the chrome powder can stick to it. Taking more of that chrome powder, I'm just rubbing it over that design and just a little bit more over the tip as well to make it a little bit more brighter. I just feel like applying chrome powder is so satisfying, just that metallic shiny look that it gives. I'm always wondering how is it able to do that, Like, I just feel like it's so fascinating. It's just so satisfying to watch be applied. One thing about this design, since I did use my finger and chrome powder is just messy anyway, I did get some a little bit over like the parts I didn't want it. So taking a little skinny cleanup brush, I'm taking some alcohol and just lightly going over those spots. And once I have everything cleaned up, I'm going to be applying a little bit more top coat. But for this top coat, I'm not going to be using that brush that came from the bottle. I'm going to be using that liner brush once again to just go over that 3D part. Because if I use the brush to go over it, it's going to be too much and it's going to take away from that 3D illusion. So like I said, very time consuming unless you have another way of doing it. Although I am going to take the bottle brush just to go over the tip, I did wipe off as much top coat as I could so that I wouldn't have a lot of buildup on there. So going over the tip just to make sure everything is sealed in. Before I do a cure, I make sure to wipe the sides so I don't take away from the shape. But once I did cure for another 30 to 60 seconds, this is how the nail is looking. And finally we are done with that nail. I'm basically going to be doing the same thing on all of the nails, but now since I do know how I'm going to be doing it, instead of doing the nails one by one, like for this one and my middle finger, I'll go ahead and do my top coat outline and cure both of them so that I don't have to keep putting my hand in the light. So once I finish doing this one, I'm going to repeat this over on my middle finger, and then I'm going to cure both of them at once and then apply the chrome powder at once. I didn't do my index nail just because I wanted to save it for a reel on Instagram. But that process was so hectic. For some reason, trying to record that part at a different angle, it was just making me mess up so badly. So I just went ahead and finished that off camera, but I will be showing my thumb. And I feel like I did explain it enough. Like, it's just so many steps, and I feel like it's also just self-explanatory. So I'm just gonna let you guys enjoy this process and watch the rest of this design play out, because for one, I don't want to keep repeating myself. I'm going to be doing the same thing on all of my nails, just doing a different wave pattern for like the base of my nails. And yeah, that's basically what I'm going to be doing. And also because my throat is feeling a little bit scratchy, I don't know why. Also, I did want to mention, at first I was using my glove, but I did switch over to an applicator brush just because I felt like it would be a little less messy and a little bit more precise, so I didn't have to clean up as much whenever I was done. So yeah, that's basically what I'm gonna do over all of my nails. I really hope you guys enjoy this process. If you are enjoying today's video, make sure to go ahead and give it a like. If you have been liking my content and you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also, if you are feeling generous, go ahead and leave a comment down below or just some random emojis. So doing this part, I kind of wish I picked a different top coat. This is my Kiara Sky top coat, the one that I've been loving so much. I was starting to see a little bit of the chrome powder rub off on the brush, and I really didn't want to mess up the top coat to get the chrome powder inside of the bottle. So you will see me going off screen, and that is just me wiping it off before placing it back into the bottle. So if you ever have this happen to you, or if you are doing a full solid chrome nail, most likely the chrome powder will rub off on the brush. So make sure that you are using like a top coat that's not really your favorite so that you don't mess up the entire bottle. So here I am just finishing up my thumb, and I did go ahead and cure that. Once I finished curing everything in place, I did take my stiff manicure brush and some alcohol just to scrub over my nails and my skin area, because that chrome powder is so messy. I didn't feel like getting up to wash my hands again, so I just did that to clean it off. And so now it's time for the cuticle oil. I'm gonna be applying this to my cuticles, and this is my favorite cuticle oil. It's also from Kiara, which I do have a discount code for if you are interested. And once I finish rubbing that in, this is how the nails turned out, and I love these so much. They didn't turn out exactly how I wanted them to. I felt like I could have made the 3D look a little bit more 3D, but since it was my first time and I didn't really watch a lot of tutorials on it, I feel like I did pretty good. Although I do feel like the other way with the 3D chrome gel I was talking about from Daily Charm, I feel like that would have been a lot easier. That way I could have just rolled that product into some chrome powder and then just placed it on my nail how I like. That would have been a lot more easier and a lot neater as well. But until I have that product, this is gonna have to do for now. I love how these turn out. The base color is just so pretty. These chrome powders, I love how this one look with my base color. I only use one of the chrome powders, but I do plan to use them more on different designs. So for now, you just get to see this color here, which is super gorgeous. If you guys have any tips and tricks or other ways on trying to do this design, please let me know down below in the comments, because I would like to try to do this again, but definitely not this way. I feel like there was just way too many steps to try to follow. But yeah, I do love how this turned out, and for my first time, I think I did a pretty nice job. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.